just seem to be changing so rapidly that, how do you keep up with all the new social platforms and the new trends and the things you're supposed to remember? And
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Mouthful. I actually spend a lot of time doing research online.
Okay.
I also attend a lot of workshops. So the last time I was here, we were talking about Social Media Day Denver, and there were actually 14 social media influencers who were present at that conference. So attending these events and doing a ton of research, playing with things online really, really helps to stay on top of everything that's going on in the interwebs of social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot.
So it's not what you know, but the people you associate with kind of give a little overlap on some help.
Yeah. And you actually have to be really careful with who you follow and who you call an influencer in this space, because you have to have the same fundamental beliefs and values.
Yeah. Well said. That would stand to be repeated. I agree 100% with you. So let's talk about automation platforms for just a minute. Are we going to
taco about it?
Taco about it. I got what you did there. For those listeners who don't know, I'm a big taco fan, and Holly knows it. I'm actually wearing my taco socks, my Tacosaurus Rex socks today.
Taco socks.
So let's talk about these. I don't know what they're called. Are they like Hootsuite and Buffer and things like that? What are those called? Automate
tools.
They're tools.
Tools of the trade.
I'm a tool.
No.
Do you have a preference of one over the other, or do they do different things?
They do different things. I do have a preference as well. I like Hootsuite.
Okay.
Mostly because it's cost effective for me. I've got tons of accounts in there. I've actually got the level that I was able to add 20 different social media accounts under a really reasonable bucket a long time ago.
Yeah.
I grew up kind of on the TweetDeck.
I remember TweetDeck.
Yeah.
And I know that one of the shows down the hall here uses TweetDeck on a regular basis.
Yeah. And that's a great integration tool that works really, really well with Twitter.
Right.
But when I got to test out Hootsuite, I got to see there was some other cool things such as images that I could include in stuff, and changing and formatting what auto-populated when it comes up. So I can actually push out the image that I want to. So if you share an article, for example, in Hootsuite, when it pushes out, you get the generic image that whatever that site had.
Right.
That pushes through. But you can actually adjust your image to make it whatever you want.
What?
Yeah. And so you can even adjust the language in there too. You can adjust the title. You can adjust the little intro to it. So you can give some perspective there in addition to your status update. So I liked that feature a lot. I think you can do that with TweetDeck now, but I just kind of fell in love with it. And I've been doing social media for over 8 years.
Yeah.
So
since social media was not even a twinkle.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, social media is still in its very adolescent stages.
I had a MySpace for my business.
Did you really?
I did. I loved MySpace because you could customize the whole wall. You could put a picture, not only pictures, but you could do your own theme songs.
Right.
And it would auto-populate when people showed up. Oh, yeah. I totally rocked that.
Does Justin Timberlake still own?
I think he sold his...
Did he sell his shares?
Yeah.
Interesting. MySpace is one of those, another one, Foursquare. Whatever happened to Foursquare? I know it's still out there.
I think it changed to, there's some sort of bug. It changed to a bug name. I want to say it was like Sting or...
I'll look it up.
Buzz.
That's all right. I'll look it up. It's not a great importance. And so Facebook's still the king of the castle?
Depends on how you want to use social media. So there's over 2 million social media platforms out there.
2 million?
Yes. So there's hundreds.
My little share thing says 295. There's 2 million?
Yeah, there's hundreds for just gaming alone. And then there's some for images. There's some for artists. There's some for different creative.
But do those things take like the genre of like the old bulletin boards back in the day?
Well, like Pinterest?
No. When I'm talking bulletin boards, I'm thinking more like Reddit.
Reddit
was like a forum style.
Some of those are a little bit like
board.
Reddit. Others are truly social media engagement platforms, and people are just connecting to the places where they find the largest connection. Like Musical.ly, you can It's a social platform that just focuses on music, and people can share music with each other and dub their voices with their face singing these songs, and people like that, and, you know, just making little music videos. But it's its own platform for just people who are interested in sharing in music. So it really just depends on what you want to use it for. Facebook is awesome for connecting with friends, family, classmates, colleagues. Right. LinkedIn is still the top when it comes to professional connecting.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very interesting. And Twitter, I reference Twitter as a great big filing cabinet.
Yeah. You know, it's a great news source now.
Yeah.
So, you know, I watched the debates on Twitter because it was live feeding instantly. I could see them. I could see feedback that people were doing right in Twitter. And, you know, I mean, that's just the thing. If you use social, you've probably connected to over 1,000 different people or accounts.
Yeah.
And so you're not using it to just scroll through your newsfeed anymore. You're searching the platform for the things that you actually want to see.
That's very interesting. I'm always one step behind, I feel like. And I used to feel like I was cutting edge. So I don't know how you reconcile those two, but I just tend to scroll and see what's going on. Now, I use YouTube as a search engine all the time.
So if you think about how you use YouTube and you started using Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn the same way, every single word that you put in your status update in any of these platforms is searchable and can be found the same way you look up stuff in YouTube.
Really?
That's why what you say matters in your story on your social media profiles, because all of it's searchable. Comments can be searchable. Posts are searchable. Titles for videos.
Hollie Clere, the social media advisor. The time flies when we're having fun. We need your contact information.
Yes. Find us at www.thesocialmediaadvisor.com. You can always call the main number, which is 303-847-7070.
Do that number one more time.
303-847-7070.
Hollie's going to be with us throughout the entire program, folks, so don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Hollie and Eric. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network. Angel is in Los Angeles. If you are of the sort to pray, lift up a nice prayer for her. We'd appreciate that. She's got, she's speaking her heart out today. She's going to be exhausted by the time the day is over. All right, gang, back after these messages.
America's home for positive business talk.